not be me. So I and mine are totally different from each other. And so we saw there are two entities and two different identities, soul and body. And we saw how different religions recognize soul, that is Atma, Ruha, spirit, Thomas point of light, being of light. And the features are eternal, unlimited, imperishable, immortal, indivisible, invisible, indestructible, and subtle. And whereas body is an acquired property, this acquired identity is with nature and is with body, yeah, all the family identity, qualification, post, position, designation, properties, everything, but it is temporary as it comes with an expiry date. And it is limited, perishable, mortal, divisible, visible, destructible, because it is all physical. This image was also very interesting in yesterday's session, how the soul is completely beyond the effect of the physical things over here. And so we learned that we are a soul. It's not we have a soul. I am a soul. I have a body. And later we came to know the difference or the relationship between the soul and the body. And so soul is an actor, body is a costume. As an actor, you have the consciousness focusing on your acting, but when you focus on others acting, you become a director, which is not right. Role or body consciousness or costume consciousness shall not help us to move with our inner powers. Then soul is a king, body is a kingdom. And now this king comes with a controlling power, ruling power. And soul consciousness means driver consciousness. And soul should always consider to be driver, not the vehicle. Vehicle means completely full of pollution, of rigidity, limited consciousness, attachment, etc. But when you are in a driver seat, then you will have the power to brake, power to horn, wherein your journey will be smooth. And operator and computer. The computer is a hardware. Operator programs the different programs and make use of the computers. So diamond and the jewelry box and diamond consciousness can help us to think out of the box, no matter how attractive the box is, but we are more valuable and attractive as we are the real diamonds. The value is in the diamond more than a box, certainly. As a master, you experience freedom and lightness and willingness, and you also experience happiness and easiness because you are authority of your own inner system, inner land. But otherwise, when you think that I am subject, subject means what? The king, the organs of the body. I am eyes, I am nose, I am mouth, I am body, then it's a big blockage and it's a big barrier for your own inner freedom. So you misrepresent yourself to be body and there is a loss of self. You lose your own original value system inside and disconnected from yourself. So there will not be any faith in the self when there is no connection. And then it is bird and cage consciousness. And we saw that experiencing freedom and all is there when you are bird consciousness. But when you are cage, then you're attached to the cage itself. Then we saw that the soul has three faculties: mind, which is a thinking being, and intellect, which is a logical being. Scars, those are the habits or the personality traits. On an average, every human being creates 90,000 thoughts, which are of positive, negative, waste, and ordinary. And so we saw ordinary thoughts means that the thoughts which are connected with the routine life. Waste thoughts means that which is connected with the past and future, but something, the questioning part of the past and future can also be transformed into positive. Anything negative that comes up, which is creating a question, we need to answer, we need to address, we should not postpone. If you postpone, it will become an unresolved issue in the mind, and the mind gets weaker and heavier if such unresolved matters which are unaddressed by the soul shall get piled up. Now, negative thoughts are those which are guided by inner weaknesses and vices. They are of 10. Whether you call it as Ravan, Satan, Shaitan, but they are 10. So these 10 are the real reason for all types of negative actions, crimes, and all types of atrocities. And no matter what is happening in the world, the reason is only these 10. So nobody is addressing these 10. Everyone is saying, you did like this, it is very wrong. Yes, certainly the action can be wrong, but who is the actor who is performing this action? What influence the actor is performing the influence, performing such criminal actions? See, a wife and husband very loving to each other, but when the husband is drinking alcohol, he forgets everything and beats the wife. It so happens in one case that the wife dies, and the husband, when he's out of his unconsciousness and he comes to conscious and he realizes and he cries like a baby and he apologizes, but can the wife come into life? No. So he is being imprisoned for life sentence, and all the life in the prison he's crying. Why did he kill his wife? So the loss is irreparable if you do not control your own inner weaknesses and vices. It is no knowledge to be angry. It is no knowledge to practice lust, attachment, ego. There is no benefit in it. If there is any benefit, the human society would have been raising up than falling down. We know that day by day we all are falling down. So positive thoughts are using the inner value system, which has qualities and specialities. So you have to recognize the inner qualities. Now then you can take a decision to be, not to be, to practice, not to practice. Everyone has this prudence to decide, to discern what is it, and that is to stand by your own understanding. So there's nothing excuse in the world. Excuse is the practice weak mind. So let's empower our mind and do that which is righteous. And that which is righteous is never against to the law of nature, never against to the godly versions, elevated versions, never against to the laws of the government, never against to the all types of laws of the religion as well. So practicing peace, practicing love is all about speaking about your physical and spiritual sanskars. And physical sanskars are of 4 types: past life, from the parents, from the friends, and from the favorites. Now next is the spiritual sanskars, which are 7 in nature. We saw them detailedly as well: peace, love, happiness, knowledge, power, and purity and bliss. So these are the qualities, the 7 colors, they are already existing inside. But what we should do, we should focus on ourselves. If you focus and be in that self-awareness, very well done to all of you, because you did a very sincere effort. You sincere effort yesterday by seeing everyone as a point of light. Today, see yourself as much as possible as a point of light. Even I will do this practice along with you, this homework. So at least 21 times, see yourself as a point of light. It doesn't mean that you have to stand in front of a mirror, but let your heart be the mirror of the knowledge that you are learning. So your heart is a mirror. See in the heart, see yourself in the mirror of your heart. How do you look? You should see yourself as a point of light, as a point of light, as a point of light. Again and again, something will pull you into body consciousness, bodily relations, bodily attachments, bodily requirements, bodily comforts, bodily worldly things. Something or other will pull you. What you need to do, a baby is always diverted with simple, silly things. So you have to just again pull the baby into your lap. That's what a mother does, isn't it? A baby is going out, the mother will pull back the baby and make her comfortable in the lap. After small, baby is going out. So it's like you are the mother of your mind. So baby your own mind. Take care of your baby, that to remind herself, by reminding or by helping to recollect how beautiful and comfortable you are when you are in your own awareness. I am a peaceful being of light. I am a loving being of light. So when you feel hydrated, dehydrated, or when you feel I want some peace, see, this is the landmark actually. This is a checking point. The moment you are getting agitated with your desires or with the situations around or with people's behavior, check within why your eyes are seeing and focusing on those things which is not comforting you, which is not giving peace to you, which is not giving focus on happiness to you. Something which is not giving happiness to you, you should mentally disconnect and connect to yourself and ask yourself, where is my inner happiness? Why am I looking for happiness in this situation? Why am I looking for peace from this person? Expectations. These expectations shall is a mark, is a checking point. I have forgotten something within. And that's why I'm looking for that. And when I look for that, I will not get that certainly. I am getting opposite of that. So then I'm focusing on that which is opposite to what I want. So here, the logic is very clear. When I see something not so good outside, I will not feel comfortable. And when I am not comfortable, I should check within that why am outside things to make me discomfort. Where is my inner comfort? Where is my inner peace, inner power, inner virtues? Then you focus on yourself, and this is called as meditation. For this, we also need to know, actually, I, the soul, where did I come from? Isn't it? Does it make more relevant? If you know where do you belong to, where did you come from, then that also makes you easy to detach from the body. Otherwise, the consciousness of the body is too strong. And it is very difficult to constantly have this thought, I'm a soul, I'm a soul, I'm a soul, I'm a soul. It is a truth, but the truth, the most forgotten, what do they say, the most forgotten truth as the lost city, the forgotten city. And this inner city is totally forgotten and lost. So we need to know where we come from. You know, when you have this knowledge, what happens is you will overcome all the fears of loneliness, fears of death. Well, I'm showing some Indian images, but trying to understand. See, everything has a map. Everything has a map. Am I right? A map, river, Nigeria has plenty maps. Like that, there's a river map, there is an agricultural map, there is an industrial map, there is a population map, there is a university map. What happens is the map is the same, but you only recognize the universities. Then that is a university map. You only recognize the industries or the agricultural stuff, where the yam is grown big, where in which part of the land cassava is grown, in which part of the land the vegetables or fruits or avocados are grown. So it is the agricultural map which will show you about the production of the farm, from the farm. So like this, there is a special maps. Now this is a map of the soul. Where did the soul has come from? So there are three worlds, as you can see. One is the most toppest is the red world, and in between is the slight reddish yellowish white world, and down it is the completely blue, that is the corporeal world. Let's start from down. This is the corporeal world. You know what is corpse? What is corpse? Corpse. What is corpse? Body. Sure. Body is called as corpse, which means in this world, every soul has a body. That's why corporeal. So they feel that corpse itself is real. That is a visible thing. So that's why it is called as corporeal body, physical body, or you can say it is a materialistic body, world, materialistic world, corporeal world, physical world, and bodily world. You can call anything, but it is all this one. The second one is a subtle world. Very subtle, because souls are here and they are in their subtle forms. Subtle means the form of a light. And next is the incorporeal world. This incorporeal world is the topmost one. Incorporeal, no corpse, real world. Now let's talk about corporeal world. Corporeal world is called in different names like this. It is a limited world and it is made with the nature. And the nature has 5 elements. And those 5 elements are water, air, earth, fire, and sky. And so in your meditation, this image shall help you that you are sitting on the top of the globe, which is made with nature, and you are giving your good wishes to the whole world. This is one type of exercise in your meditation. It is said that what you give comes back to you. Am I right? What you give comes back to you. So what you are giving, you have to give many things to the whole world. You have to give your peace, because now you have understood who are you. You are a peace. So you should give what you have. Now, what is subtle region? Subtle region is also known as astral plane. So astral means every soul has an astral body. That is a body of light. There's no sound here. And only moments, that is only with the signals that they would understand. That's a mode of language. And we can travel here with the thoughts of our mind. And here you find 3 stages, because G-O-D, God. Yeah, G for generation, O for operation, D for destruction. In this subtle region, God's 3 major functions are depicted through his 3 major subtle forms. So you need a form to come into action, whether a subtle form or a physical form. So here, as you see, this is called as Brahmapuri. You can avoid the Indian names if it is not registering in the mind, and also the Indian images. Nothing to worry, they are not real. The images are here to explain the spiritual significance behind it. See, long ago, the people who were very, very intelligent, certainly intelligent people existed much before, not now. Now people are very materialistic, commercial people. They call themselves intelligent because they just want to earn big money through business, through profession, through whatever they are. Are they intelligent? Selfish people. Selfish people, commercial people, and greedy people. Now they can never be intelligent. Intelligent people existed long ago, who made the rules of the society, who has lived a disciplined life, and who has renounced these satanic powers, satanic qualities, that is anger, greed, attachment, lust, ego, jealousy, hatred. They never had anything. Now these are the vices or the demons, and today's human being is possessed by all these demons. So when they want to understand about God, when the creation have been created, at that time nobody knows who is God. So the little intelligent and highly pure people thought that we should make a law on the name of God so that the future generations shall understand about God. Okay, Brother Daniel? Should open your eyes and listen. Then otherwise you easily slip into sleep. So here, the God's operations like generation, operation, and destruction has a process. So he takes a subtle form and he does his job of generating, that is creation, establishing a new kingdom. Now how to do that, what does it needs? So they do not know whether the God is male or female, or God, how he is. They only know that God is good God, but they do not know what is his form and where does he live and all of that. But then they use their brains and they churn and they said, God is the creator. So he created a kingdom. So what do you need for a creation? They made a list. They need wisdom. God needs wisdom to create and experience. He cannot make mistakes in creation. And maturity, because a creator has to be matured enough to deal with the problems of the creation. And he has to have the power to resolve all the issues and to remove the negativity in the creation. Then he needs to be very much stable. He cannot be fluctuating like a teenager or an immature person. So these are the quite good qualities they have really listed. And now every quality they try to paint in and give an image depiction. And look at the image over here. They tried to paint this and make it. And this image you can see has been made. Knowledge means they have put, see, creator is male. First of all, they made a male image and then they put knowledge. Knowledge means they put those scriptures in the hand. And they said experience also needed. What they did, they have given 4 heads. You can see the 3 visible front, 4th one is behind. An experience, a big brain, 4-headed brain. So that's how they think should be shown experience as. Maturity, then they have given white beard. The person has to be very matured in creation. So they put the white beard. Then there should be power. How should the power be shown? They put 4 hands, they put lotus. Lotus is a beautiful, powerful flower which can live happily without getting possessed or influenced by the dirt, being in the dirty water. The lotus is always in the dirty water, but it is untouched by the dirt. That is power to detach from the dirt, negativity, vices, and weaknesses. So this is the perfect form they made. And stability. Stability is always in the sitting posture. If you're standing also, sometimes you can move, but stability is shown here in this image as this whole image is in a sitting posture. Then the few things are like connection. I don't know. It is not a connection. Yeah. Connection, because this particular image is not ultimate, because who is creating? God is creating. Is this image God? Certainly not. The image has been created on the basis of the qualities that are there, functional. God creates through these things. So here, as you see, does it make sense now? Great. So again, we will go to the second one. And the second one is sustenance or operations, GOD. So operations also, Indians are very intelligent in making images. If there are no images, it is difficult for a child to learn. So they created these images. It doesn't mean that they lived like this. Is it possible for any, they look human, isn't it? These images look human being. Eyes, one nose, mouth, ears, and a human body. But see, they have 4 hands. Can anybody be with 4 hands? 1 finger is extra. You are disqualified from army selections. If you want to go into army, naval, or defense, you're disqualified for 1 finger extra. So 4 hands, then it is not a good thing. It is called as disqualification, abnormality. But here, if you see, they never existed with 4 hands. The 4 hands are just a physical depiction to show the inner powers. Now here also, when it has to be sustained, same things are necessary: knowledge, experience, maturity, power, stability, connection. But these 6 things are expressed in a very different manner. Conch shell to be blown, as you have to just speak. If you are a creator, then how do you deal with your creation, which is already young? Not a baby creation, it's a young creation. So with youth, you cannot teach youth. You cannot preach youth. You cannot give any directions to the youth. The only way to train them is to constantly speak what is good. They will pick up. And when experience is self-realization, you can see there is a discus in the other hand, and that's the discus of self-realization. Maturity is about the lotus that he is standing on, and power is this mace that you can see in the hand. Not everyone can hold this powerful weapon because of the heavy weight of it. But he also is holding, but he's not holding it in the hand. He's just dropped it down and he's just holding like that, which means he finished using that weapon. And stability in the eyes. And then it is a connection. And connection is shown in the standing position. Look at the stability in the eyes. He's constantly seeing something else, not seeing with his eyes. So, and then you see Shankar, that is for destruction. Now, what is right? How do you destroy? What has to be destroyed? The negativity has to be destroyed. It's not the souls, because souls can never be destroyed. So what are the qualities in destruction? G-O-D, D for destruction. That is detachment, disinterest, and the rest of the things are common. Detachment is shown as, you see, for every act, it is a male form they have taken. And the male is, this particular male is dressed in a different pattern and posture because of the qualities necessary to perform this act of destruction. Attachment is shown in the form of ashes on the body. Disinterest is unorganized hair. Look, not many, normally not many male people shall have long hair. They normally cut. But this person has a long hair and also unorganized hair. Here it's been shown. Knowledge is shown in that particular pot, which is next to him. That is a pot of water, which is hidden. There is a lid on it, but it is understood that it's a pot with water, which means that your intellect is holding the knowledge, the wisdom. Maturity is about the garlands that he's wearing. Those are beads, special beads, which are found in the jungles. So we're also in this jungle of world, we are special beads of the rosary around the garland, in the garland of God's. But here you see there's a power as well. Now, what is a power here? Certainly not the sitting or standing positions, but the trident which is next to him has a power that is 1, 2, 3, trident. That speaks about the secrets of time. Past, present, future, secrets of time. A stability is shown in the form of balancing. There is a stick under his left hand. That is a balance. To sit in a position for a longer period of time, you need some support. Your support system should be knowledge. Your support system should be your own faith. Not outside, anything can happen. So connection is always through the eyes, which are half open. Let's move on to the ultimate kingdom of souls, that is incorporeal land. This is also called as soul world, a world where all the souls of this corporeal world lives there. Now, it is not only incorporeal world, it is called as Brahmalok by ancient Indian language. Brahmalok. Brahma means light. Lok means world. So this is the world of light. And it is also called as supreme abode by Christians and Brahma Mahat Tattva. As you see that it is also called as land of liberation, land of light, land of peace. And in Indian language, Param Dham, Nirvan Dham, Mukti Dham. So it is, Dham means world. And Muslims call it as sixth element. Ether, the land of ether. Sweet silence home. It's a reddish golden light home where there's a human genealogical tree. It's also called as Mool Vatan, that is the ultimate world. Beyond this world, there's no other world. So this is all about the three worlds. And we would just have to know about the seed that is there in that three world. Let me just show you about the slide and we will close today. Is it okay? Are you okay? Yes, look at this image. It is very beautiful and very powerful. This place not many have explored, even in the path of knowledge, a path of devotion. All the religions spoke about the land of light, and they considered the whole light as God. But in this land of light, there are souls. And as per the actions and the role they perform, the soul is designated like that. You have great souls, you have pure souls, you have evil souls, and you have charitable souls, and you have religious souls, pious souls, but they're all souls, which are plural in nature. But there is only one soul which can never be plural because of the actions that it performs. So, what are those actions? That is God, generation, operation, destruction is not everybody's business. It is only performed by God, who is also called as Supreme Father, Supreme Soul. And you can see the seed of this particular tree is the same Supreme Father. But this particular tree is very interesting because it is a upside down tree. If you can see like this, you can feel the branches are hanging down, the trunk is standing in between, and the roots are uprooted. And there is a seed in the roots. Can you figure it out, everyone? Can you figure it out about this tree?
Yes, sister.
Yes, sister.
It is a tree, but it is a tree of souls. All the souls reside in their respective places. Branch of this particular tree belongs to each religion, major religions of the world. There are 6 major religions of the world. Number 1, Islam. Why am I starting from Islam? Because it is not a religion at all. And people who lived before the intervention of the Islam are all called as Hindus only. But they actually belong to the original eternal deity religion, which has disappeared. And this religion, original deity religion, existed only in heaven. And when heaven finished, disappeared, even this deitism also disappeared. So after that came Islam for the first. Number 2 is Sannyas Dharma. Sannyas is the path of renunciation. It is a very big religion in India and many places. Path of renunciation means a life of solitude, a life of purity. Sannyasis. By practicing purity constantly, these sannyasis or renunciates, they have accumulated the power of purity. And because of their power, the whole world is stably standing. You need purity for everything. For example, the children study only in their because of the purity. And if you want to go into space, you have to remain purity. Lust is a devastating weakness or vice. The human beings got degraded with those practices of lust. If you listen to Socrates, Aristotle, and such other stalwarts of the science, you will understand practicing purity is just not spirituality, but also in the world of science, it is appreciated more. Most of the scientists are celibates. Most of the scientists practice purity and chastity. Without purity, your concentration levels will be 0. And if anybody has to go into the space, they make that astronaut stay separate from the family for over 2 months. And when he accumulates that purity, then he's allowed to go with the rockets. You can Google these type of aspects. Many things that we do not know, we don't understand. So the knowledge is always good. It is said that no knowledge is waste. So when you start reading and listening to such things, you will understand the value, importance, and also the relevancy of purity in spirituality. That's why it is said when you are taking this 7 day, 8 day course, during this course, please don't touch meat, egg, chicken, fish, or any type of non vegetarian. Keep your body light. If you eat these things, not only heaviness of the body, but the soul also will become heavy. And the soul will lose the spiritual power to control the vices and weaknesses. And your vices and weaknesses are much more actively working than your inner powers. It is so easy and it is so frequent. If the anger becomes frequent, if you don't practice purity, your lust becomes meaningfully uh, damaging you because of not being able to take a determined thought. Hmm? So these are the few things. If you have the control of the food and only focus on vegetarian, eating vegetables, eating rice or eating self-cooked food, uh, and eating fruits, milk, all of those things which are vegetarian diet you can consume without onion and garlic, because this onion and garlic creates a lot of havoc in your own mind. So why am I giving you these details? Because your meditation will be more refined if you focus on these practices. Now there's another important aspect to be made in addition here is your digital purity. How pure you are is in your digital world, in your digital life, because nowadays everything is available on one click, one touch. We are so advanced that everybody want only touch screen. A touch screen, you touch and you can open any file of any subject, of any detail from of any person, anything, everything is available to you. In a second, you can touch. In a second, it is so difficult to train your mind not to do this, not to or to do this. But it doesn't take any effort to open a mobile or a laptop or a computer or an iPad. And then with the help of internet, you can reach to any place. But it is your choice. Are you having pure practices in your digital life? You can see anything, you can listen anything, you can do anything. There's no control. Neither the government controls because government need money, nor the technological people will control because they also have to have income. So they spoil future and they make money. If you are dwelling into certain unwanted and irreligious and unrighteous things, then it is nobody's loss. It is our own loss. Let me tell you the important practices especially we have to follow in the digital life. Number one, as soon as you wake up, never touch a mobile. Keep your mobile in a switch off mode or an aeroplane mode and keep it far away, at least 6 feet away from you before you sleep. Before you sleep, at least 1 hour, you should be digitally free. Before you sleep, at least 1 hour, you should be digitally free. The last good night meditation that we conduct is 9:30. And after 9:30, we try to finish off the translations and the emojis that we make, and we just close it and we go 1 hour, we have our own time. It's calculated very much. You can experiment with these details. And then when you are eating or drinking, you should be completely different away from your digital connections. But what are we doing? We are opening the mobile, watching the movie, listening to music, talking to people, or listening to jokes, and then eating food. Such a devastating, such a depressing thing it is. All the problems as this food is entering into your mouth, all the issues and negative energies will enter in a very beautiful way with the background music into your mind. Next, while drinking water, never look at anything. Just look at yourself as a point of light. Then next is when you are taking bath, never carry mobile or iPad into your bathrooms. It is such an evil practice. How long you're going to stay in bathroom? Either to take shower or you have to pass urine, whatever might be the or to brush your teeth. Maximum whole amount of activities you can do it in half an hour. And I'm sure that the bathroom that you are using is you alone are not using, your family are using. So you cannot sit for a long time. So in that, excuse me, in that case, how much ever spend time you're spending to clean your body, be mindful. Remember, create a consciousness that God's shower of power is happening like this shower of water is falling on me. God's power is showering on me. And as this water is cleaning my body, His power is cleaning my soul. There is always a way to create a different vision and consciousness. That's what the difference is all about. It makes difference. If you have a different vision, then you will change the world. That's why it is said, as is your vision, so is your world. Vision towards yourself, first of all, because we should be able to change our world first, then the outside world. What is our world? Our world is our own mind, intellect, and results. Our world is our body and bodily relations and bodily world. Well, after this comes, never see the mobile before sleeping. You're about to sleep, just close down all the digital connections 1 hour before. 1 hour after waking up in the morning, 1 hour before sleeping in the night. No digital connections. Then you see how drastically your spiritual practices will be effective, will be self-inspiring. It's not just today you did it and it was very, tomorrow there's no guarantee. You should to continuously, consistently do something. You have to create space to do it. If your digital connection is taking all the power, you do not know the screen that you look at is imprinted and gets into your permanent memory. It's so difficult to remove. We are watching about 2 hours of a serial or movie or news or anything. You need to sit 2 hours to remove those images from your intellect. Otherwise, it has entered into a permanent memory. And what do you need in life is what is stored in your permanent memory. By seeing such images, your necessities are not being given priority. And these digital images of negativity of the world are taking the space in your pure, powerful, auspicious space in the mind. Do you have any question? I hope you all are connected.
I have a question.
Yes, Brother Leo.
My question is, I have started meditating, I know for more
Brother
than many
Leo.
years. Hello.
Okay, please. Yes, please.
Are you hearing?
Yes, please.
Yes, this meditation, I have started meditation for many years. But sometimes I will break into something that is light. But and my purpose of this meditation, these things you are saying is truth. It's truth, like all these phone gadget and all these things. My problem is I want a way that I can be connected as things like, not that things will not bother me, but it's not that it will not be like pretending anymore, like you are pretending that you are not bothered, but inside one is still bothered. And that's why I want to ask, what does it take a number of hours? Does it need a number of hours one can meditate in order to be able to break in to a point that something will change within, that it will reflect on the outside, that the action of people, something people are doing will not irritate you from the inside. Not that you are pretending that it's
Brother
not
Leo,
irritating you.
your internet is a bit fluctuating. You can switch off the video so that we can at least listen to you. Yeah.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, it takes a lot of internet for both video and audio. Sometimes when it
Okay,
fluctuates, it is better you switch off your video and audio at least can work very well.
okay.
Yeah, please
So my
continue.
question is,
Yeah.
my question is, I don't know if you heard my first part of what I said. I said I have been practicing meditation and I want to get real into it in a way that it will really affect me from within, so that I will not like pretending that you are not being irritated by what people are doing, but really
True.
there will be
I,
joy.
yeah.
The joy will be
Yes,
radiating. I see
yes,
people,
yes.
situations of things don't really bother them. It's not that the situation is not there, but it don't really bother them. They laugh over it, but most times I try to laugh over them and do over those, but
I think
inside I
I'm
still,
getting where you are leading to.
yeah,
Yes, to make your connection, to make your meditation constant and consistent without any
yes,
obstacle in your meditation, and to also
yes,
experience that concentration and that attainment. Yes, not only the spiritual knowledge is important, but the spiritual practices as well. This knowledge has to be practiced gradually and you will overcome. And so I will tell you what obstacles which are getting created invisibly. Visible obstacles we understand. Invisible obstacles, they are these digital things. Those who are
mm,
seeing mobile before sleeping and watching the screen, mobile or computer, whatever, watching the screen continuously, then immediately going to the bed in the sleep for 6 to 8 hours. These screen matters are there. How much ever knowledgeable and good you are seeing good things, you are seeing prayers, you are seeing good, your family images, they are not really very bad, but still those images doesn't allow you to increase or to experience the intensely higher energy. Everything has energy, isn't it? These images, screens also
absolutely,
have energy. So those
absolutely.
who watch the screen, they cannot meditate. Please underline in your mind. So we cannot
Mm,
avoid screens. We are in the digital world. For every communication, interaction, transaction, digital is the only easy way possibly available. But use it as a master. Don't become a subservient and say, let me see. Because it is touch screen, you keep touching, you keep swiping, and then you keep watching different short videos or tic-tacs or topics, something, whatever. They keep watching, and then when they are tired, when the eyes are burning, then they just go to sleep. No, that's not a meditator's lifestyle. Hmm? Meditators
absolutely, absolutely,
are their masters, isn't it? So you use the things, you have all the best things around you, but you are the best among everything. So that is a self, it is not an ego part. An ego is you feel very good, you have the latest version of the mobile, but self-respect is whatever it is, they are meant for service. That's it.
absolutely.
So you don't really feel very pride of having something, neither you feel jealous of if anybody is having something very good. You
Mm,
see yourself as a point of light, as a child of God, and you see others also as a point of light, as a child of
mm,
God.
mm,
So this is a very perfect spiritual connection. When you see as a point of light yourself, you see others as a point of
yes.
beyond the effects of the defects of others. Everyone is a package, they have a lot of things. But
Mm,
it is not our job to interfere into their personal weaknesses, vices. Even they are there in us as well. We are not complete. If we are complete, we would have gone to the complete world of heaven, where all the
mm,
beings are perfect and complete, isn't it? So, with the due
sure.
respect to everyone, Everyone is incomplete, but let me understand, everyone is complete with all the incompleteness. That's how their roles are. So see that completeness in them. And that's possible if you see the soul within them. They might be shouting and yelling and insulting you, but look at that point of light within them. It's cluttered with a lot of things. And have mercy. And just with a smile of merciful vision, accept them as they are. And never create by seeing the ill things around in people or in situations. They're always there. The more your focus is on ill and evil, the more you're absorbing that energy. So let me focus on my inner goodness, my inner power and peace, and let me elevate, invoke my inner goodness more and more to come into action. That's why these practices are meant for. Now, yesterday's homework, before I leave all of you, please. Sorry, if we are taking benefit of this technology, we have to also have some disconnections. So pardon me. But I'm very thankful to this technology which is connecting all of us. I'm sorry I will put my video off because of the internet fluctuation. At least you can see the audio and images. If you see this image is ultimate, now it's your choice. All the souls of the world are in this image, in this tree. In ancient India, it is a concept called Vasudaika Kutumbakam. Whole world is a family. It is one world family. So one world, it is one world because the creator, and it is one world family. When you speak about family, they should be the father, they should be the head of the family. So everyone are in their original form of, everyone is just a point. Everyone is in essence-full form, original form of all of us is just a point of light. And all the points or stars or seeds are in this particular tree. But the eternal supreme seed of this particular tree is up above. He is the eternal light. He's a supreme light. He's the supreme source. And he is the supreme authority. He's the supreme father, supreme soul, supreme teacher. And he is the supreme guide who will guide us into this path of righteousness to experience who am I. I would like to ask a question to all of you. Where do you see yourself in this tree? Unmute, please.
At the top.
At
The
the
white
top.
light. Yeah.
Near the white light. You are too greedy, my dear sister. Too much greed. Huh? You want to be so close. But it is good. It's good. And Sister Esther?
I see myself also at the top, close
Oh
to.
my God. Pretty group. What about Brother Leo?
Yeah, if I tell you this lecture, especially today, is like something is lifted out of me and I'm free. I'm free. I'm just like eager to go out and live more on this principle because of this practice. Even these gadgets, I will seriously put a limit to them because I really want to grow my inner life. I appreciate this lesson.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
So where are you in this tree? See, remember one thing, your choices are framing your destiny. So where are you, Brother Leo?
Well, I'm in the root. Hello. Hello. I say I'm attached to the tree.
You want to be in branches,
I want to be in the roots, the part of the tree.
Very good. What about you, brother Daniel?
It's a tough question.
Yeah.
I would say since it's a 3D picture,
Hmm.
I don't want to be like my fellow colleagues in this platform. I would like say I'm the branches or
No, there's no or. Just pick up one place. You are not omnipresent to be or the branches or the trunk or the, it's only one place you can be.
roots.
Hmm? Choose it.
The branch system.
You want to be in the branch. Okay. Everyone is perfectly right. Nobody is wrong. But I'm very proud that you understood the concept of the tree. It is very important to understand this concept. Whatever you made a choice is very much right. Sister Pavitra,
Yes,
that
sister.
seed is the Supreme Father. So she wants to be close to God. She's not interested in expansion of the tree. I really appreciate it. And Sister Esther, you too want to be only in the roots because you understood the concept that God is there and you want to be close to God. And even Brother Lee, he understood everything and you made a good choice. I really appreciate even Brother Daniel. He spoke from where he is at present. He feels that at present he is as per the branches. He is not very close to God. So I think that is what is his intention. But it is not a permanent stage, what he said. As he increases his knowledge and experience, he will go beyond and he will be close to the seed. So thank you for this, for your wonderful effort in understanding the concept of tree in a very accurate manner. Congratulations. Yes, you belong to root. But remember, your choice will come with some responsibility as well. If you want to be with the seed, if you want to be in the roots, you cannot hate anybody on the basis of religion, on the basis of gender, on the basis of any capacities. People are different. You cannot have anything. You are as benevolent as equal to the Father. Then what is Father's task? Father's task is to forgive and to create goodness in everyone and transform the old impure world into pure world. So once you choose to be close to God, then you have to also share the task of God, and that is to transform. And self-transformation leads to world transformation. So we need to transform ourselves first. That is, I need to transform my misunderstandings into pure understandings, misconceptions into pure conceptions, ignorance into light. So load yourself with light. It is possible. Invoke your inner light. Allow God's light to be constantly falling on you and make you bright constantly. And in this understanding, you should not get stuck with any scriptures. You should not get stuck with any past practices, because from here you are going to practice everything new. And your practices are more subtle and deep because your practices are with the mind, not with physically chanting, physically, traveling, pilgrimage, donations. No, you're going beyond of all these things. And I'm sure that the moment you're practicing this, the attainment will give you an experience and confirm the truth within you. So now today's homework is first one is I'm a peaceful soul. Second one today is my home is land of peace. This is our home. We belong to this home.
Amen.
So remember the home. My home is land of peace.
It's the land of peace. My home is the land of peace.
You belong to the land of peace. So I think large, we spoke enough. That will sustain us for today. So thank you for being connected. The disconnections are getting more frequent. So let's get connected to ourselves, that eye, point of light in between the forehead. And you did very good meditation in the beginning as well. So continue with your homework. Yesterday's homework also is there for today. Alone is there. So please carry forward the yesterday's practices and include today's into your routine. It was very nice to connect to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you
sister.
so much, sister. Om Shanti.
Om
So
Shanti.
this I am a peaceful soul. We recite it.
Yes.
Okay.
Hello. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes.
Please speak. I think now I can hear you through here from this system. Yes, Sister Pavitra, you were speaking something?
No, sister. I said thank you so much. And Om
Okay.
Shanti. That's it.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Om Shanti.
Yeah.
Sister
Om
Esther, are
Shanti.
you okay? Om Shanti. Have a nice day.
You too. Bye
Thank you.
bye.
Bye-bye, Brother Leonard.
Thank
Om
you.
Shanti.
Thank you. Om Shanti.
Oh, Om Shanti. I'm glad Brother Dio is also here.
Om Shanti, Sister
Om
Gutami.
Shanti, Brother Dio. You know, like all of you online on one in the COVID time, Brother Dio has taken the course like this. And now he's Baba's child, regularly practicing meditation. I'm glad you're here. And Brother Dio, we are meeting for this course every day at 8 a.m. in the morning. So if you're free, or if you want any of your friends to join, welcome them. Om Shanti.
That's perfect for me. Yeah.
Om Shanti.